In today's video, I'll be taking you for a winter walk in the North York Moors between Hutton-le-Hole and the top of Chimney Bank above Rosedale Abbey. Our walk starts at the car park in Hutton-le-Hole, which has plenty of spaces and toilet facilities. The parking charges at the time of our visit were £3.50 for up to 3 hours and £4.80 for over 3 hours. The payment was by card only. From the car park, we walk uphill along moorland before we took the right-of-way onto the moorland. The path was obvious through the heather and grass. However, it's always recommended to take a suitable map when out walking in the countryside, as it can be quite easy to lose your way if the path is not clear. This walk is covered in Ordnance Survey OL26 North York Moors Western area, and it's important to plot your route before setting out and take note of any features along the way to help you keep your bearings. Our path met a single track before joining a muddy path back onto the moor and along Hutton Ridge. Fortunately, the path remained well worn and obvious, although I think it could be a bit tricky if the weather and visibility was poor. Then turn right at a crossroads above Sponton Lodge and cross a small ford along Losky Ridge. This was the only slightly uphill section of the walk, as this road is across mostly level moorland. After a short walk along the track, we reached the main road between Hutton-le-Hole and Rosedale Abbey. From here, we turn left and follow the road all the way to Chimney Bank. From the top of the bank, there are splendid views along Rosedale and to the other side of the valley. It is a quite contrast of scenery from the heather and grass moorland we walk through to the pastures and woodland of the valley. At the top of the bank is a small car park, and across the road there is a wooden bench where it's nice to sit while enjoying a snack and taking in the lovely view. After viewing Rosedale, it's time to walk back to Hutton-le-Hole. Of course, there's an option to retrace the same route. However, we choose to just follow the road back to the village. The road is not much wider than a single track, and some cars can travel quite fast, so caution should be taken when walking along it. It's usually best to walk on the side of oncoming traffic and to move onto the verge when any vehicles approach from either direction. The area of North York Moors National Park, which we are walking through, is called Spanton Moor, and although it looks wild, it's managed by a specialist team who aim to conserve the area for the benefit of wildlife. This management includes the controlled burning of heather during the winter months, as well as planting trees which produce berries for birds to feed on. Indeed, some rare birds can be sighted on the moor, including ring owls and nightjars. In fact, during our walk, we saw a barn owl setting out to hunt for prey. The distance along the road is 3 miles, and we decided to have a short walk along the village of Hutton-le-Hole. The village is in the district of Rydale and is on the edge of North York Moors, with Curvy Moorside 2.5 miles to the south. The village is small with pretty stone cottages around the undulating green that is split into by the gently flowing Houghton Beck. The village has a pub, church, tea room, and deli or bakery, with the main tourist attraction being the Rydale Folk Museum. The museum houses reconstructed buildings from history, including an Iron Age roundhouse, medieval cottage, and Elizabethan manor house. A selection of horse-drawn vehicles are on display, as well as different types of workshops and farming equipment. The village is nice to walk around with the white fences and grassy mounds, which are kept short when local sheep are allowed to wander around at will. This area of the North York Moors showcases what the national park has to offer. From small picturesque villages, green valleys, and open moorland, the North York Moors is an ideal location for a day hike or a longer stay to explore the area. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, and hit the notification bell for more Getaways with Noel. Thank you for watching.